Hi guys, today is Tuesday, October 18th, 2016, day 2 of my current trip. This is my 4th trip to the Hansa Center, and I normally like to do my updates right away when I get back to the house from the clinic, but today I was really tired, so I just been resting, and I'm still very tired, but I don't want to leave this video for tomorrow because if I leave it until tomorrow, then I'll probably get confused about what happened on which day, trying to keep it all straight. So I'm gonna do it. Today, let's see. I started at 8:45. I had my CRT, which is where they measure different temperatures to check on the health of your organs and whatnot. They just have a little temperature reading probe that they put on different places on your face and some on your abdomen and chest, neck, back. Just checking out how you're doing. You do it first, you're fully clothed and they take the temperature readings, then you undress and stand in the room for 10 minutes, and then they take the same readings again in the same places, that is. And then however the temperature changes gives an indication of the health of whichever organ they're checking on, or lymph node, or whatever it is that's located in that spot. So, yes, okay. I'm so tired. I'm having a hard time thinking straight. But, so I had that first, and the results were in. I mean, they get the results right away. So when I had my doctor appointment at 11-ish, he looked at the results a little bit, but we actually got talking about something else, not related specifically to my health. And I didn't realize till after I left that we didn't actually look at the CRT. My doctor did, but I didn't get to see it. So tomorrow I will ask about that, and he maybe just saved it on purpose because tomorrow we should go over my lab work. It should be back from the blood I had drawn yesterday. So I did the CRT, then I had a beamer, which is where you sit on the mat for 8 minutes, and it emits the specific low electromagnetic frequency to boost healing and circulation, lower pain, things like that. Then I had ST8 on the upper lymph nodes, and yesterday I had them like this way on my chest, and today they were this way. And then I had Lux on liver, spleen, and heart. The Lux is the light therapy. They put different crystals in with the light bulbs, and then that light therapy goes to your organs to restore proper frequencies, to cleanse the organs and help them heal and things like that. And I had Holy Harmonies sound therapy while I was doing the Lux. Holy Harmonies is Tibetan monks that are singing in harmony. Then I had my doctor appointment. I'll come back to that. Then I did sauna, and then I had a lunch break, and then I had the PEMF, which I really like. It's the one that pulses an electrical current through you, so your body jars like that, because your muscles twitch. It doesn't hurt, but you definitely feel the electrical pulse going through you. And I had 3 different settings. Yesterday I sat on it, then it was on my low back, and then it was wrapped around my abdomen. Today it was, I sat on it, then it was my middle back, then it was the one wrapped around my abdomen. And you just do each one for 3 or 4 minutes. So I had that. And then another beamer and then I did a massage. Then I was done for the day. So I'll go back to my doctor appointment. We just started out just checking in, telling him how I was doing. I had pain here last night, really pretty bad pain, and still earlier today and throughout the day. Actually, it feels okay right now. But he said, when I told him that, and then he was looking at me, my CRT, and he said, "You have pain because your head is clogged." So he got out his, basically, the bones in my head are fixated. There's just a lot of essentially tension, and everything was all locked up, and the bones weren't moving the way they're supposed to. So he got out his percussor, which is, again, it's like a vibrating machine or tool, and he put it on the bones in my head, all over my head and the front, my face a little bit. I'm trying to think if he did anywhere else. A little, he did a little on like my tailbone area, and he also adjusted my back pretty specifically. A lot of times he just kind of does some general work, but I was having some specific issues, so he worked on chiropractically adjusting some really specific things in my, especially my lower right side of my back. But yeah, he percussed my head for a long time. It felt so good. I told him as he was doing it, I said, "This is worth all of the money. This alone is worth the $5,000 it costs to come here." So we were laughing about that. Oh, he also, while we were doing more of like the chiropractic adjustment stuff, he used his adjustment, the jackhammer thing that I referred to yesterday. It's like an orthopedic stimulation chiropractic tool, and he goes up the back, down the back, up the back, and he did it yesterday. I think he just went up once, or maybe up once and down once, but today he did the specific stimulation of the bladder circuit, which is he goes up and then down, and then he goes back up, and I have to like breathe in, hold the breath, let it out, hold it out, breathe in really quickly, in and out through your nose, breathe in and out really quickly through your mouth. And so it's just like a specific way of doing the adjustment, and he said it stimulates the bladder circuit, which is the largest energetic reservoir that the rest of your energy circuits feed off of. So that was kind of cool. Looking at my notes. Yeah, well then, I don't remember exactly what order we went in with all this again, but I was kind of asking some specific questions about Lyme and there are different strains of Lyme. And yesterday he said that I wasn't coming up showing any problems with a specific strain of it. So I was asking him, what about all the others? And then he started talking about toxins related to different bacteria and things like that. So then he said he had this whole big box, basically, a tray of little vials, basically, that contain strains of different bacteria that he then checks my body for. And I only had 3 that came up, but it was really funny because they were all sort of old school sicknesses. One of them was cholera, one of them was typhoid. And the other one, I don't remember what it was. Maybe a salmonella. I don't remember. But it was really funny that it was all just like stuff you would think of from the olden days. Then he gave me a gel to take that I think that I'll have to ask tomorrow because now I don't remember, because we got talking about something else. I forget a lot of what we talked about in regards to me specifically. But I think that the gel that he gave me was to remove bacterial toxins and stuff caused by bacterial invasion. He also checked out specific parasites that I was having trouble with and gave me a remedy for the parasites. And he gave me a one-time remedy for the cholera, typhoid, and the other, whatever the other one was that is causing a toxin buildup in my body. Let's see. Yeah, then the other thing he worked on for a while was amino acids. That's one of, like, I think that was my top priority problem. It came up showing a toxicity to an amino acid, to a few specific amino acids, but essentially what it means, I'll just break it down and summarize what the whole thing meant was my body isn't breaking down amino acids correctly or not using them correctly. Not, amino acids are just the building blocks of everything. And some of the specific ones I was having trouble with have to do with, building muscle, cartilage, tendons, things like that. So it was interesting to me. I was wondering if some of that has to do with the huge pain issues I have because they're so muscle related. And I was going to ask specifically about that, and I just thought, it's just becoming more and more and more and more obvious, not like it wasn't already obvious, but that all the pain and fatigue issues are being fed by so many sources that we can't really, at this point, pinpoint this is what's causing your pain, and fixing this will make all the pain go away. I think there's just a lot of contributing factors. Even just toxicity, toxic overload causes a lot of pain. The ammonia issues, which I referred to yesterday, would cause pain. And just fatigue, which is general problem with chronic illness. So there's a lot of stuff. I didn't bother going into asking that. I just thought, let's just keep chipping away at all the problems, and the pain should continue to get better and better and better. Go away altogether eventually. Hopefully that eventual time will be soon. But yeah, it was really interesting to me because the amino acids are basically building blocks to everything, and so I just kind of had this moment of thinking how that relates to even my spiritual health in terms of and emotional health. And I'm doing better now, but for so many years it was like I didn't have the basic foundations for having healthy emotions and healthy spiritual existence, just because I wasn't taught those things growing up. And not only was I not taught the healthy things, but I was experiencing and seeing modeled really unhealthy spiritual and emotional behaviors and whatnot. So I just had this moment of thinking, wow, that's really interesting that one of the main problems I'm having is that the basic building blocks of my body are not being built properly. So, but because I know I'm doing better emotionally and spiritually, I know that there's hope for my body and that I'm on the right track. So I'm not going to worry about it. And the other really interesting thing about that is, as my doctor was looking for the right remedy, he ended up pinpointing something that I've already been taking. He gave it to me last summer for a short amount of time, and then I was supposed to go off of it, and I did go off of it, but it was something that seemed to really help me sleep, so I chose to go back on it, and I was able to get a hold of it myself. I don't have to go through the doctor. So I've still been on that, and it turns out that actually is helping this problem, so that even more fed my confidence that I'm on the right track and things are getting better, and I will be well soon. Hopefully really soon, but just gotta keep plugging away at all this stuff. So yeah, that's about it, and hopefully I won't be as tired tomorrow and there'll be a better video. Hope y'all are well. Thanks for watching.